In this video, we are going to learn about how to create a list view with an image view, two text view, two image button, and one edit text. This is the demo app which we are planning to create in this video. Now it's time to understand our source code, what is inside our source code. So let's start with
This is Mayank Sanghvi, and thanks for tuning in the Lemon.
In this video, we are going to learn about how to create a list view with an image view, two text view, two image button, and one edit text. This is the demo app which we are planning to create in this video. And in this list view, for each list item, we have one image view, two text view, one text view for displaying the product name, one text view for displaying the product price, and then we have two image button, one edit text for storing quantity, and two image button, one for incrementing the quantity value and the second is for decrementing the quantity value. And this is the product structure. At the time of writing this article, I am using Android Studio 1.4.1. Right now, at the time of recording this video, I am using Android Studio 3.0. For this project, we required 4 Java class. One is product.java class, which is used for storing the product related data. Then we have our custom adapter for list view. We named it list adapter. We have one list view holder, and the last is main activity.java class. In our resource layout, we have activity_custom_list_view.xml file, which is going to be used for list view items. We are going to inflate this for our list view items. Then we have our main layout file, activity_main.xml file. We are using around 31 images in this project, and all these 31 images is available in MIPMap XXX HDPI folder. Last is color.xml, string.xml, style.xml. We did not modify anything in this XML file. So let's start with the first step. We are going to create an empty project, and let me quickly copy the project name. I'm going to copy this, and then I want to open Android Studio. Inside this, I'm going to select start a new Android Studio project. I'm going to copy the project name, view with edit text and button. I don't want to change the company domain name. I don't want to change the project location. I don't want to include Kotlin support right now. Click on next button. Not going to change anything for target Android device. Click on next. We are going to add an empty activity. Click on next. Our activity name is main activity and layout name is activity_main. Click on finish to create your project. Our project is created successfully. What is next step? In our next step, we need to copy our 31 images inside our MIPMap folder. For this, I'm going to open Android Studio, and then I'm to select resource MIPMap, right click, and then I'm to select show in Explorer. My images is available in this folder, so I'm going to quickly copy these images, and then I want to paste these images in MIPMap XXX HDPI folder. Why I selected this folder? Because my all images size is 192 cross 192. Okay, let me close this folder. Then we are going to open our Android Studio. So step 2 is completed successfully. The next step is we need to create our activity_custom_list_view.xml file. I'm going to copy this name, and then I'm going to select resource, layout, right click, and new layout resource file. I'm going to paste the resource file name here. The code for our activity_custom_list_view.xml file, I'm going to copy the entire code from my blog post. If you want to use the same code, feel free to visit my blog post. This blog post URL is available in the description of this video. So I'm going to copy this entire code, and then I'm going to switch to text view, and then I'm going to paste the entire code here. Okay, so everything looks good. Let's move to next step. step number 4, we need to create or we need to modify our activity underscore main.xml file. So I'm going to copy this linear layout and I want to copy this list view. Control C to copy, and then we are going to open activity underscore main.xml file. We are going to remove the default text view, and then I'm going to paste my list view and linear layout with our place order button. Okay, so our activity underscore main.xml file is ready. Next step is we are going to create our product.java class. So I'm going to copy the product.java class name. I'm going to open Java, and then we are going to select or right click new Java class product. Okay, and then I'm going to copy this code variables and our constructor for product. Okay, our product class is also ready. Next step number is 6. In this we need to create our ListView holder.java class. So I'm going to copy the ListView holder class name, right click new Java class, and then click on OK. And then I'm going to copy this import lines first, and then I'm going to paste it just here, and then we are going to copy the ListView holder class variables. Yes, that's it. Our ListView holder is also ready. It's time to create our adapter for ListView, and our adapter class name is ListAdapter. So I'm going to copy the name, and then I'm going to open right click new Java class ListAdapter, and then I'm going to copy the entire code. Let me quickly copy this up to here, and then I'm going to replace my code. That's it. Our Android Studio is not happy here. For the time being, leave as it is. We are going to fix, or it is automatically going to fix when we are going to launch our project. Next thing, we need to modify our main activity.java class. So I'm going to copy this. We need to modify, we don't need to create it. So I'm going to copy the code. Let me quickly copy the import lines first, and this is my main activity. I'm going to copy the import line first, and then we are going to copy the arrays and parameters. Okay, and finally it's time to copy the code for our onCreate function. Okay, so this is ready, and then we need to copy our place order and getProduct function. So this is done. Our source code is done. Now it's time to launch our project. For this, I'm going to click on this triangle icon, and I'm going to select my Android device, click on OK, and finger cross, hope for the best. Our code is not going to be failed. Yes, done. Installing the APK, and our code is ready. Our app is now up and running. This is our list view, and if we are going to click on this plus this minus, it is not going to work because the 0 is the minimum value. We are able to increment the quantity for any product, we are able to decrement it, and finally we can use place order button. Right now place order button is useless because we are not sending this data to server or somewhere else to show that your order is completed successfully. Place order is just only for demo purpose. It's time to understand the source code. For this I'm going to select Android Studio, and then I'm going to open activity underscore main.xml file. In our activity underscore main.xml file we used constraint layout, and inside constraint layout we have a list view and a linear layout. For populating the data in our list view, we created a list adapter, and this list adapter is inflating our activity underscore custom underscore listview.xml file for list view item. Now let me explain the code of main.activity.java class. So this is our Java class. In our main activity.java class, we have variables for ListView, placeOrderButton, and listAdapter. We have two array lists, one for all the products and second array list product order only for those products whose got quantity is greater than 0, or let's say product order is only for all those products for which we selected some quantity. Okay, so we selected quantity for video recorder and gamepad and the headphone. So whenever we are going to click on place order function, then product order is only going to contain video recorder, gamepad, and headphones. Next is our onCreate function. In our onCreate function, we are fetching data inside product array list. So getProduct function is going to add some dummy records in our product array list. So product.add new product name, product price, and our product image. So I think we have around 29 products added in our product array list. Next is we are initializing our list view. So this line is initializing our list view. Then we created a new instance for listAdapter, and in our listAdapter constructor, we are passing main activity as the context and our product array list. And finally, we are assigning this adapter to our list view. Next, we are initializing our place order button, and then we define set on click listener for our place order button. In set on click listener, on click, we are calling place order. Inside place order, we are first clearing the existing products inside our product order array, and then we are looping for all the product inside our list product, and then we are adding only those products whose cart quantity is greater than 0 inside our product order array list. So this is the function for, or this is the body for place order function. So our main activity.java class is done. Now it's time to understand the code inside our listAdapter.java class. So this is our listAdapter.java class extended from base adapter. We have one variable context for storing main activity as a context, and the next is our product array list. We are initializing this too with listAdapter constructor. So first, this is our listAdapter constructor. Inside this, the first parameter is the context and the second is the list product. And we are simply assigning context to context and list product to list product. Okay, the next function is the getCount function. GetCount function is going to be return your list product size. So based on the list product size, our number of items is going to be generated for list view. So let's say if our list product contain only one product, then list size, then the get count is going to be written only 1. Then in our list view is going to be contain only one list view item. Let's say if our list product contain 100 products, then the list product dot size is 100. Then get count function is going to return 100. Then our list contain 100 items. Next is get item function. Get item function is going to be return your product based on the position. So let me quickly open our emulator, and inside this we have our list, and all these are list items. So video recorder, camera, and floppy, all these are list items. If we need to render video recorder, then its position is the first, or position equals to 0 for this. So for the 0th position, our product object contains video recorder. Next is the get item ID. We are not using get item ID. So for all the position, we are returning the same value 0. Next is our getView function. In our getView function, we have 3 parameters. First one is the position, second one is the convertView, and third one is the view group parent. The position and parent are self-explanatory. The position, based on the position, we are creating view, and the parent where we need to create this view. So what is the convertView? ConvertView is the recycled instance of your previous inflated views. Let me explain this in more detail. For this, I'm going to rearrange my windows. So this is my email letter. Let me arrange it here, and then I'm going to place my Android Studio here. I think yes, it is fine now. So our getView function is called for each row. Right now only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 views. Right now only 6 rows are visible. So our getView function is only called 6 times for this. So for the first 6 row call, my convertView is null. For the first 6 times, my convertView is null. Okay, so for explaining the convertView, I'm going to modify my code a little bit. And let me go, and I don't want this line. I don't want to fetch quantity for my product function. I'm going to copy this line, and then I'm going to add this line here, and inside set text I'm going to say position, and that's it. And this is done. Yes, this is done. And now I'm going to relaunch my app. So these changes are going to be effective. Our app is started successfully. So our first product, the position is 0, and our convertView is also null. So convertView is null for all the rows which are visible first time. So convertView is null for our first product, second, third, fourth, fifth, and up to 6th product. Our convertView is null. When I'm going to scroll my list view, and right now we are able to see the first product. Let me scroll a little bit more, and now our first product is gone. Our first product is gone. Our first product is not visible. So for the next product, this first product view is going to be reused. I'm going to scroll again. For headphone, the quantity is 6. Then again I'm going to scroll and see, I got the quantity 0 again. So for video recorder, our quantity is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So HDMI cable, and up to headphone, our convertView is null. But for iMac VR or for iMac the Android, reusing the view for video recorder. So convertView is used for reusing your previously inflated view. So convertView is going to be null for all the rows visible first time. Then for all those rows, we are going to first inflate the activity_custom_ListView.xml file, and then we are going to initialize all the component inside the inflated row or inflated view. Once we have the initialized component, we are storing all this initialized component inside ListView holder, and we are holding this ListView holder class inside our row using setTag method. Why we are perform this step? Because we need to reuse this ListView holder when our convertView is not null. So for my iMac, this time my convertView is not null. We are reusing the view for video recorder. So for iMac, our convertView is not null. So we are storing the convertView inside row. We already initialized the view component for video recorder here, and we stored the initialized component, save all the initialized component inside ListView holder, and finally we save this ListView holder object inside our view using setText function. So when we are using the video recorder view for iMac product, then why to perform this operation again? So we already stored all this information inside our view, so we are fetching our ListView holder from the view using getText method, and we are storing it in ListView holder. The component related information is available inside our ListView holder. Now it's time to modify the components, product name, product image, product price based on the row. So we are fetching our product using getItem, and our product is now stored in this variable. And finally, based on the position, we are changing the product name. ListView holder, TextView product name, setText product name, product image, product price, and so on. Now you may ask that for video recorder the quantity is 0. Now why the quantity is again repeating for iMac also? Because this line is commented. We added this line here only for explanation. Okay, the use of this line here is useless. So let me again remove this and let me uncomment this. Okay, so right now if I'm going to change the quantity for iMac, let's say 12, and if I'm going to scroll few times, if this view again is going to be reused for some other product, let's say it is going to be reused again for video recorder, then product quantity, see, I never changed the quantity for video recorder, I changed the quantity for iMac. So why we are facing this bug? Because of we removed or we commented this line. Okay, so we need to update the components of ListView item based on the position. If I am to uncomment this, if I am to relaunch my app one more time, and if let's say I'm going to change the quantity for iPad, let's say 10, and now I'm going to scroll 100 times up, 100 times down, my quantity is never going to be changed for iPad. It is always going to be same. Where is my iPad? Here it is. It is always going to be same which you selected or which user is selected. The getView function is called for all the rows inside your ListView item. We are using the previously inflated views using convertView. I hope now I am able to explain this entire code. Okay, so this is important and this is simple. We are just assigning the values of product based on the position, and finally this line is for our click listener for plus and minus button. This is not required, so let me remove this. So this is the set click listener for our plus and minus button, and in the set on click listener we are calling update quantity function. The code for update quantity function is very simple. In update quantity function we are passing 3 parameters. First is the position, second is the edit text quantity, which edit text quantity we need to change, and value +1 or -1 based on the operation which we need to perform. When we are going to click on plus button, we need to increment our edit text quantity by 1. If we are going to click on minus button, then we need to decrement the edit text quantity with -1. And this is the code for update quantity. Inside this we have 3 parameters. One is the position, second is the edit text, and the last is the value. Based on the position, we are fetching the product for which we need to change the cart quantity. If the value is greater than 0, then we are performing an increment operation. We are adding a +1 inside our cart quantity. If the value is less than 0, we are performing a decrement operation. We have a simple check here. If the cart quantity is greater than 0, then only perform a decrement operation. In real world scenario, the product cart quantity is never going to be less than 0. Okay, and finally the latest quantity, we are assigning the latest quantity to our EditText. Okay, so this is all about list adapter.java class. For product.java class, it is very simple. This is a simple class for storing our product related information with a constructor. In constructor, we are passing product name, product price, and product image. And last is the list view holder, which is only containing the required components which we need to use. I added one more linear layout here, and we are not using linear layout. Why I added this linear layout and why I'm not using it, I just want to show you one more thing inside our list adapter. Here we are going to find only those which we are going to use. There is no need to find the linear layout and store it in list view holder. Why? Because we are not using it. Why to find your linear layout? Why to store your linear layout inside memory if you are not going to use it? So that's why I created a variable for linear layout here, but I never used inside list adapter because we are not going to use it. But in some scenario where you need to create a click listener on your entire product, then you need to create a ID for your linear layout. Oh, it's a constraint layout, it's not a linear layout. Sorry for that. So let's say on click of this content listener, you need to open your product detail page. Then you are going to create ID, and let's say it's constraint layout main. I'm going to copy this, and we need to modify our list view holder. We are using constraint layout, we are not using linear layout here. Oh, sorry, constraint layout, and we are going to save this like this way, and then we are going to simply say list view holder dot constraint layout, and then I need to say row dot find view by id r dot id, and then this. Okay, and then it's time to create a on click listener here. List view holder dot your constraint layout set on click listener, new on click listener, and your code to open product detail page. If I don't want to launch product detail page or product detail activity, then I'm not going to inflate, I'm not going to find the constraint layout, I'm not going to define a set on click listener for my constraint layout. So for improving the performance, I'm going to remove this, and I'm also going to remove this, and I'm also going to remove it from here. I place the linear layout only for the explaining purpose. Okay, so this is our final code, and this is our final app, and I hope now I'm able to explain everything: how to create a list view, how to handle set on click listener on your button on your product, how to place order. Okay, how to place order is still work in progress. So in our next video, we are going to cover how to place order. And if you want to download the source code, the source code download link is available in the description of this video. You need to visit my blog post. And you need to click on this login to download source code. Some important URLs.